Okay, here I am. I'm Gemma, and I am Hidden Gems Divine Truth. I have been sat on the sidelines like a numpty for the last 3 years, and I have just been like, I would say, pushed into making these videos, and I'm so happy. Like, I'm at the point where I'm just like, fucking me. How did I ever take so long? The fear of being seen. I've seen all these people saying like, fear of being seen, and like, I literally am about to go to bed. I'm just like, fuck it, I'm doing it now. So my first video, I was like, what my first video going to be? My first video is going to be about the fact that 20 years ago, and I'm 44 now, 20 odd years ago, I had a dream where it was like a dystopian world. Everyone was bombing and shooting each other like a terrible war-torn country like we see these days. And I was there with bare feet, like running for my life and trying to not be killed. And I had this pineapple in my arms, and all these people were just trying to get it off me, and they were trying to kill me because I had this pineapple. And it wasn't. It was like the last bit of food that was around. And everyone's fighting for this last bit of food, but it wasn't. It was like I had this pineapple, and I knew that it was a sacred pineapple. It was sacred, and I was the one who had to hold it, keep it, keep it safe, carry it, and fucking protect it. And I remember being like in a car that was upside down, and it was like broken glass on my bare feet, and there was guns pointing at me and trying to shoot me. It was like complete dystopia, like really terrifying, awful dream that I had. I drew pictures of it because it was so powerful, and I spent years like meditating on it. And anyway, that was one part of the dream. And then suddenly, like within this war, like suddenly there's like a war, and then it's like everyone stopped because it feels like, oh, the moon's rising. It's like everyone's looking like into space, like, oh, the moon's rising, something's rising up into the sky, like it's amazing. But it was fucking Earth. It was the fucking Earth rising, the fucking new Earth. Like now I know it is rising up, and it was pixelated. That's the thing. It was bloody pixelated. It was like a new Earth that was pixelated. And this is back in like 2000 when we used to have bloody Macintosh fucking computers that were like massive, and like graphics were shit. And I remember thinking like, oh yeah, yeah, I kind of get it. Like the internet, like it's gonna connect people, and because I've always been a visionary. I've always been a seer, and I've always known. You always see things that you see patterns in society, and you just go like, yeah, that's a loop. That's gonna change, and the impact of that will be something positive. So anyway, this bloody Earth came out with pixelated, and it took me. I'm talking quietly because I wear hearing aids and I haven't got them in. Um, but this bloody pixelated Earth came up, and it was like, oh wow, it was pixelated. I couldn't quite get it. Spent years thinking about it, and piece by piece, maybe like 5 or 6, 7 years ago, I was like, oh yeah, like I know, I get it. Like people are coming together, and you can learn stuff on the internet about spirituality more so, and it's how we're going to connect. But it's like no, like fucking hell, like I'm just turning my hearing aids on. It's like no, what's happened over the last couple of years, and I know all you people out there know this because you've told me to get on here and fucking tell you this, is that the new Earth is like literally this 4D, 5D consciousness where we're all creating. It's like literally what it is. It's like fucking amazing. I never would have known. And I spent the last like I say 2 years watching tarot card reading and going like, oh yeah, I need to learn tarot. I need to do that because I really fucking, I'm tapped in. I know about things. I need to do that. But it's like, my ADHD brain is just like, it's another tool I have to learn. I can't be able to learn all the cards, what they all mean. And then lately, over the last like 2 weeks, with the snake shedding and the year of the fire horse, and like, get on this groovy train. It's like, it's your presence. Just turn up with your fucking presence and what you know and like what you have learned in life. And so, like, okay, what am I going to talk about? So I thought I'd talk about that dream because I was like, that was the new Earth. I had the dream. It was dystopia. I had the sacred pineapple, which now I think maybe is the pineapple of the pineal gland. Whatever, maybe pineapples are sacred another way. It was golden. And then this new Earth arrived. And it was like I always knew, I've always known in my heart and my soul that humanity was meant for better things. I'm one of the people like you who've lived their life and done many fucking stupid, addictive, bloody things, but have always lived with a sense of morality and understanding of spirit. And I don't think I had when I was 16. I was sat on a bus and I was like in my angsty like teenage, whatever, probably overweight and bloody whatever. And I could see all the people. I was sat at the back of the bus. I could see everybody's heads like coming over the back of the bus. And I remember thinking like, oh, all the thoughts I'm having of like, oh, depressed and angsty and like negative. I was like, imagine if they're all having those thoughts, like how much of that negative shit is going on. And I was like, oh, imagine if they all had positive thoughts and we all were like, oh, fucking love and unity. I was like imagining all of these heads like thinking about love and happy thoughts and like, oh wow, what an impact the energy would have. And that was probably the first time I was tapped into that realm of, not really the first time, but oneness and the power that we have to be aware of what we're thinking and how we manage that. And so if you're wondering about me, my name's Gemma. I wear hearing aids. I was fucking deaf for 25 years without hearing aids. I grew up just lip reading and being hyper vigilant, trying to guess what people are doing based on their facial expressions and blah blah blah, which obviously was quite anxiety inducing, and totally believe that the lack of my hearing gave me the sixth sense of intuition. I used to go and sit in the field and listen to the trees, and I would get answers from nature, and I would just like, the only thing I ever trusted was nature because it was tangible and never changing and steady and slow and soft, whereas humans I always felt were unpredictable and lots of nuances. Anyway, so I've just been told by spirit and by all the people who were on my fucking whatever to get on here and make a video. And like, I don't care how I look because you got to start somewhere. And another day I'll have makeup on and I'll look good, my hair will look good, but my presence is what it is. And I've taken so much from everybody in my feeds. I've been soaking it all in, and I've been too scared to like things and love things and whatever, because I don't want anyone else to see what I'm thinking or doing, because I want to keep it a secret. But no, now's the time of the fire horse. Now's the time to fucking shine my fucking light. And so from here on in, I'm going to be more and more expressive. I'm going to fucking shine my fucking light. I'm not going to be somebody who sits back and takes shit anymore. I'm going to know my worth. And I'm going to give back to the community. I'm not going to be in isolation anymore. I'm not going to hide myself. I'm going to know that I am perfect in my imperfection. And I don't know who is going to see this. And I feel so old. But, you know, the whole thing about being seen is like, oh my god, I don't want my fucking friends and family to fucking see this shit. Because they'll think I'm fucking arrogant. But for you people, and I've seen people posting about this very thing, it's like, you guys get it. You know that I'm not arrogant. I'm here for the right reasons. And, you know, I'm looking forward to sharing more about my journey and putting my energy into that field of the collective fucking love and humanity. Esoteric entrepreneurs. I heard from some guy the other day and I was like, yes, that sounds good. I like that. Esoteric entrepreneur. Never wanted to be a fucking business entrepreneur. It was boring as fuck. Anyway, I'm going to post this on YouTube, and imagine if people see it that I know, I'd be like, what happened to you? Anyway, I don't do tarot card readings, I just get told shit. So, I'm not a starseed, I'm not Palladian, I'm not a fucking alien, I don't think I'm an angel, any of those things. I just get shit and see shit. Okay, alright, love you, bye.